Hey guys, welcome back to Crystal Intuition. Today I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading about what are your spiritual gifts. So I just want to say thank you for all my new subscribers, and if you like this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and also like the video and comment down below. So in my previous talk video I gave a shout out to some YouTube channels that I thought was interesting, that I thought you guys might find interesting and helpful. So I said I'll let you guys know if I found some more, and I come across these like on a regular basis, guys. So the first one I came across that I thought you guys might be into is Mahogany Star Power Charms. I'll link it down below as in the previous video. So she works a lot with charms and stuff, so you guys can go check that out. It's quite interesting. And the other one is the Gem Goddess. So she talks a lot about healing your spirituality, opening your third eye and stuff like that. So health-related issues also came up a lot in my readings lately, so you guys can go check that out if you guys are interested. Again, not sponsored, I just try to help you guys and help my fellow spiritual people while I'm at it, because I think this is really important, all the spirituality and stuff, guys, because it's important for people to know about these things and to awaken. So I will be doing another talk video pretty soon. I found some topics that will be a little bit in relation to the first one, but that's another video altogether. So today we again have 4 piles. So if you guys don't know how this works, you've probably seen this on all the other channels. You just pick the pile that resonates with you. You can hold your hand on top of them, or you can just see which object, crystal, or number you resonate with. Like usual, I'll be giving you guys a close-up of each pile, so you guys can pick the pile that resonates with you. Okay guys, so pile 1 is Intuition. You have the shell here, you have Summer, and you have Rose Quartz. There's also a crystal ball and some tarot cards there. Group 2 is Nature. You have that shell there, you have Spring, you have Amethyst, and there's this teacup with tea leaves and amethyst crystal there as well. Group 3, you have Magic, you have Winter, the witch's finger, and that shell over there. You have a hat with a wand and a purple candle over there. Group 4, you have Wisdom, you have the shell here, you have Autumn, and you have this moss, I think it's a moss agate stone over here. You have Books and the scroll over there, some witchy books. Okay guys, so that is your piles. So go ahead and pick your pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So just take a minute and feel what pile resonates with you. Use your intuition, not your mind, whatever catches your eye the most. Okay guys, so we'll be going into the readings now, guys. Okay guys, for those of you who picked pile 1, you have Intuition with the crystal ball and the tarot cards. So we'll put your picture over there. You have this beautiful shell over here. You have Summer. And you have Rose Quartz. So again, I pulled some hidden messages for you guys. We'll get into that later. So right now we're gonna see what cards you guys got. So 3 of Swords, 9 of Cups, Queen of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, and you have Ace of Cups. Okay, so you also have 6 of Pentacles, King of Swords, and 4 of Pentacles. Okay guys, so what I noticed straight away was, let me just get this one as well. So with the 6 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles here, guys, I've noticed that you ran away from your gifts, because I think you knew you were quite gifted when you were very young. So I think you guys suppressed that in order to fit in. You felt like you were missing out on life. You felt you were missing out on situations you wanted to fit in, so you suppressed your gift. Okay? But I also sense you guys are naturally gifted. You were born with your spiritual gifts. Okay? So you guys probably as a kid, you have a lot of heartache and stuff because nobody believed you. Nobody believed when you told them that something was wrong. Maybe you saw spirits or stuff, because I'm getting a real sense that you guys could see things. What I'm getting with the Queen of Wands there as well, and the King of Swords, I'm thinking you guys saw stuff and it scared you, and you ran maybe to your parents or family members, you told them about it, but you went through all this pain because nobody believed you. So you started suppressing your abilities. So also with the Seven of Pentacles, I think you guys, if you work hard at it, you guys can really grow your gifts. I'm thinking if you work hard, you can grow your gifts, because it's going to be quite fruitful for you guys if you want to reawaken your abilities. Again, some of those channels that I mentioned in the intro, go check that out, especially Gem Goddess. She talks a lot about how you can awaken your stuff, and also some of the other channels I mentioned in the previous video, because there's multiple ways about how you can reawaken your gifts, and it's quite simple. You just have to open your crown chakra. There's multiple ways you can do that. The easiest way is listening to sound frequency. So there is a YouTube channel for that. I also shared another YouTube channel in the previous video that also has a lot of affirmations and stuff that you can listen to while you sleep, but there's this other one that I also came across, Self-Healing Collective. I'll link that below as well. You guys need to listen to 396 Hertz music that you need to listen to. You probably just need to listen to it for one night, okay? So one night listening to that. Imagine before you sleep, you turn that on. I'll link that below. You listen to that all night long. Then just before you fall asleep, you imagine this purple light coming out of your top of your head, expanding. So that's a really quick and easy way to reawaken your intuition if you guys are interested. But just make sure you're ready for that, because I think you guys have a little idea about what you're getting into based on your past. So with the Nine of Cups here, you guys have a lot of opportunities regarding to this. You guys can really make this beautiful. Everybody can do it, guys, because the law of attraction really does work. So also the Ace of Cups. I really think you guys need to spend a little time going inward. Work on your intuition. Work on your spiritual senses. That's what I'm getting there, guys, because you guys are natural psychics or clairvoyants or any one of those clairs. I mentioned that in a previous video as well, so you guys can, there's a lot of ways you can find out which one you are, but I'm sensing that you most likely see things. What I'm getting here, you see stuff and you feel stuff. That's what I'm getting. So with summer, that's a really positive energy, because I'm feeling you guys are a little afraid of your gifts. If you also want to get into it, maybe crystals, especially a sphere crystal, a round crystal, like a crystal ball, would be a really great investment for you guys, or if you want to invest in some tarot cards. So with this shell here, what I'm getting here is, you look really rough from the outside. You made this shell because people judged you, you want to fit in. So you made this shell, but the inside is so beautiful, but you don't allow anybody to see that. That's a really important message. And also rose quartz, this is about love, especially self-love. It has a lot to do with the heart chakra. I'm also getting a sense that you guys might be a heart chakra person. I think you operate a lot from your heart chakra. So again, your heart chakra got hurt a little. So I'm thinking work a little bit more on your heart chakra as well, guys. So this is about love. have a little self-love and have love and faith in your intuition, because you're really more powerful than you guys think. So what I'm also got from this is you have the high priestess here. She's a lot about natural spirituality. She's like the queen of spiritual, ultimate moon energy, ultimate feminine energy here for intuition. So you guys also have the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay guys, so you can be really successful in this, and I'm also sensing that if you use your gifts, it's going to be fruitful for you guys. Again, what I sensed there with that Seven of Pentacles and that Nine of Cups there, guys can really, everybody's going to be astounded by your gifts. You just have to stop being afraid and stop running away with it. Because you're being too logical about this. You're trying to explain how all of this works, and there is no explanation, okay? You are a spiritual person, but you are afraid. You're trying to use your logic to explain this, and it's not that simple. You can't use your logic to explain certain things. Some things, they just are the way they are, guys. So, with your psychic abilities, I'm thinking that you feel and see spirits and it scares you. And also I suggest being at a very higher vibration when you try to reawaken your spiritual gifts. If you try to open your crown chakra, make sure you're at the right mindset, because sometimes when we're at a very low vibration, if we have mental problems, it can sometimes attract low vibrational entities, and especially when you're going to start opening it, they're going to try to talk to you. Think about low vibrational entities as demons, guys. So they are going to try to talk with you. But eventually you're going to realize that if you don't give them power, they can't do anything to you. They can't do anything to you without your permission. So you don't need to be afraid, because your spirit guides are going to protect you. So you are divinely protected, guys. So there's a lot of positivity here. You're protected. You just make sure you're ready if you decide to do this. And if something doesn't feel right, most likely isn't. Because I don't know if you ever heard this when you were a kid, but they say the devil is on your left shoulder and the angels are on your right. So ever notice that high-pitched ringing in your ear or something? If it comes from your right, it's most likely spirit guides trying to talk with you, or you going through a spiritual transformation. But if it comes from the left, it tends to be a little bit painful as well in your ear. So mostly what I'm trying to say is bad entities try to talk to you from the left and good ones try to talk to you from the right. It isn't always like that, especially if you're maybe left-handed, then maybe the bad energies will try to talk to you from the right, because it also depends a little bit on which is your most dominant side, because your most dominant side use the opposite side of your brain. So the side that you're most dominant at will be the side of your brain that your intuition will be at, your spiritual side will be at. So that's why you are more susceptible from that side. So that's because negative entities will try to talk to you from your logical side, that part of the brain that you actually use when learning and stuff. So I will discuss this more in the talk video. I hope you guys understood what I tried to say there. So that's all for you, group 1. I hope you resonated. I hope you enjoyed the video. And you are very naturally gifted at spirituality, guys. So embrace it. That's all for you, group 1. We're off to the next video. The next group, sorry. Okay, guys, for those of you who chose group 2, this is your reading. You have nature with the tea leaves and the amethyst crystal, and very fittingly, you got amethyst. You got spring, and I already sense purple energy is really a big thing for you guys. You have the shell here. And we also pulled some hidden messages again, so we'll get into that later. So we're gonna start pulling you guys cards here. So you have the Knight of Cups, you have the World, you have Ten of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and Six of Cups. Okay, so you also have Three of Swords, Ten of Wands, and Seven of Swords. A lot of Swords energy at the bottom here. You also have a lot of Cups energy, which is interesting. But Swords, like what I noticed here with this Three of Swords, you have there's some heartache and some loss or something. So I have this big sense that you guys can talk to spirits that passed over. They come to you and you can hear them and sometimes maybe see them, but I think you mostly hear them instead of seeing them. You also have this Five of Cups here. Okay, so crying over spilled cups and two cups standing right, but you don't see. I have a feeling you guys don't see the full picture. Some spirits may try to deceive you guys. I think you are a little susceptible to being deceived. Don't believe everything they tell you and everything they say if you can hear spirits, but overall don't trust anything anyone says ever. So that's a big message for you guys. Okay guys, so what I noticed is all of your spiritual gifts and stuff can be a bit overwhelming at times. I'm sensing that with this Ten of Wands. I'm thinking they overwhelm you sometimes. They catch you off guard. They overwhelm you. And I'm sensing that you're being a little critical about these spirits, because Swords is about mentality, and what I also said with that Three of Swords over there, you need to be careful when you are in your mind a lot when you have spiritual gifts. It's not always a good thing, because especially if you're at a bad headspace, then low vibrational entities tend to want to start talking to you. They are quite tricky because they do try to pretend to be something they're not, and it can be really dangerous. So that's just a warning. And also group 1 also had something similar than that. So also I'm sensing some blockages as well. Maybe you're trying to block them out, or you have succeeded at blocking them out, but somehow you know they're still around. You're very connected to the world and very connected to the universe as well. I'm sensing with the World card here, you are very, very, very connected to earthbound spirits. So with the Knight of Cups, what I'm getting from this picture is like you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink, kind of vibe. So this is, if this comes up in a normal reading, it tends to have a little bit of a different meaning, but since this is a spiritual reading, I'm sensing with this that you want to help them. You want to help spirits, but again, nature, guys, ground yourself, please consider doing that, because you're not focused on yourself right now. You're focusing on too many other stuff. What I'm sensing with the Ten of Wands here, with like half the cards here, I'm sensing you want to help other people more, or even spirits if they're not really people, because I'm thinking there are more spirits. But Amethyst's also a lot about spirituality and getting in touch with your intuition. Okay, if you ever see a crystal, try to connect them to the chakras. So which chakra is purple? The crown chakra, which I also spoke a little bit about that with group 1, but group 1 was more heart chakra people. You guys are more crown chakra people. I don't even think that you're third eye chakra people. I'm thinking you are straightforward crown chakra people, what I'm getting with all the sword energy as well. So crown chakra people. Okay, so with this shell here, it kind of looks like this would fit really comfortably on a little slug or something. It's a really small but really nice shell. Comfort. So I think spend a little more time in nature, guys, and also consider drinking some tea. That'll be really good as well. And also sugar in tea, that's okay, but try to drink it naturally. If you can't do that, just add a little honey, because honey is a natural sugar. So I'm also going to get into your hidden messages real quick here. So you have the Chariot, and you have Ace of Wands, and you have Nine of Cups. Okay, so Nine of Cups, the Six of Cups I'll get into right now. So first I want to address this one. It's the Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands, with the Ten of Wands as well, I think you guys need to let go a little of this. I actually think you guys are really in tune with your gifts, but I think you guys need a little bit of a timeout. With the Chariot, I also see forward movement. You guys can check out there if anything resonates. But you need to learn a little self-discipline and self-control, because I think you're a little all over the place, but you need movement, you need forward movement, and you need to let go of things that doesn't serve you. And I think talking to too many spirits and stuff isn't really serving you that great, because you don't work on yourself. You're focusing too much on other people, or they're not really people anymore, but you still see them as people. Like, they're spirits, but you still want to help them, because I'm sensing you're a really caring person, but you need to work a little bit more on yourself, guys. And you need to spend some time in nature. You need to see the beauty, because I'm sensing you're a pure soul, you're really innocent. And when someone is really innocent and stuff like that, bad energies can sense that. Think, even people, bad people can even sense that. Like, think of it, you have a little flame inside of you. If you're a good person, that flame burns really brightly. If you're a bad person, it gets smaller, understand? So sometimes bad people can see your flame, especially if they're into spirituality, especially like Satanism and stuff. So they notice that. That's why they try to take advantage of you. They try to trick you as well. So with the Nine of Cups here, okay, so quite interestingly, group 1 also got the Nine of Cups. So you guys have options. These two go really well together, the Nine of Cups and the Six of Cups, because you have a lot of options. You need time in nature, guys. You need a little time out and drink tea. That's coming up a lot for you guys. Just chill with some tea. If you prefer coffee, that's fine. Oh, I didn't address this one, did I? So, the Ten of Pentacles. So, these are a couple of stars in a treasure box, but the treasure box is open. So, I'm thinking that you have everything you need to succeed in life. The door's open, you have the key, that kind of vibes, guys, because you are going to be really successful, because you can, if there's a little bit of this bad Five of Cups energy, you guys can overcome anything, but you need to establish boundaries. You need to establish a line between whether something serves you or something doesn't. So you need to establish boundaries and establish a line so that bad energies don't influence you that badly. So what I also noticed for you guys, okay, so like I said, what I was noticing for you guys is like spring. You guys need growth, but like self-growth, spiritual growth, but don't be so susceptible to listening and believing everything you hear and everything you see. The mind has a tendency to want to play tricks on you, and it's not a good thing. Since you are so connected, because like I said, I think you guys are crown chakra people. You operate mostly from your crown chakra, which means you like seeing the logical side of things. You like explanation, but I'm also sensing you guys have a lot of supernatural or paranormal experiences in your past. Also sensing you're quite open about these things. Maybe you were born with the veil, like being born with the helm, like you guys probably heard about that, where that's literally like a piece of thing on your head when you're born. If you really want to know, ask your parents, they might know, because the doctor usually tells the mother and the parents if this happens. But you have like this little piece of, it looks like some skin kind of, it's quite disgusting, but yeah, that means like you're born with the veil. You can see into the veil. I have a family member that was born with that. So I'm thinking you guys are born with that. So you are, from a young age, you noticed spirits, and you're quite open about it. You don't, sometimes you tell people about it, and people were just like, oh yeah, that's just her, or that's just him. So that's your spiritual gifts group 2. I hope this resonated. If it didn't, pick another pile. So we're going to go to group 3 now. Hi guys, for those of you who chose group 3, this is your reading. You have magic with the purple candle, the wand, and the wizard's hat over there. And you have this shell over here. Looks very mysterious. So you also have winter. I'm kind of sensing you guys are a mysterious kind of person. So you also have some hidden messages that I'll put over there. We'll get into them later. So, oh, you also have the witch's finger. Forgot about that. So, we're going to pull your cards. You have 6 of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Swords. You have the 7 of Wands. Just want to space this up a little bit. You also have the 8 of Swords. The Star. The 2 of Swords over there. You also have 8 of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Fool. Oh yeah, okay. So you have the Magician and the Fool, which is interesting. You also, I didn't pull the other group's secret messages till later in the video. But with you guys, I decided to do them right now because I remembered that I pulled something like that. You also have Sun energy. And this is the Ace of Pentacles. So, just gonna take a look at your cards there. You have a lot of aces, guys. Like if this was a poker game, you'd have 3 aces already. So, a lot of aces. So, I'm sensing renewal with that. Okay guys, so what I noticed here, you guys had a little bit of a mental problem, but it wasn't like mental in the sense that it was like medical related. It was more like I'm actually thinking like hermit mode thing, because you've been through like a little mental thing lately, because I think that really influenced this, because I'm thinking maybe I'm thinking with all of this new energy, the Fool and all those aces over there, I'm thinking new beginnings, renewal, and you also have the Sun energy here. So I think you guys recently discovered your gifts and abilities. I think somebody gave you something, or maybe you saw a YouTube channel, you saw something, you heard something, or somebody gave you something, and then that sparked a spiritual realization, a spiritual awakening in you. So I think you didn't even know you had spiritual gifts. Also, you have the Witch's Finger. And let me just take a quick glance over here. You guys are third eye people. That's what I'm sensing. I did the same thing with group 1 and 2. Group 1 was heart chakra people. Group 2 was crown chakra people. I think you guys are third chakra because you have that dark blue indigo color that popped up quite well. You have a lot of blue. You also might be throat chakra a little bit, but I'm thinking more about along the lines of the crown chakra, because think of indigo as like a mixture of purple and blue, because the crown chakra is purple, the throat chakra is blue, the third eye chakra is like a dark blue indigo color, which is like a mixture of purple and blue. So I think you guys are third eye people. And also with the Witch's Finger, that'll make sense. Power, intuition. And I'm also sensing candle work might be a big thing for you guys. Candle work, spells, magic, that kind of thing might be something. Maybe from a young age you noticed you were into wizards, witches. Maybe you were into, maybe you just liked candles. You fancied like witches and stuff, but you don't want to be really upfront about that. But I'm sensing that you were into kind of these kind of things and you didn't even realize it maybe till I just said it, because you were into witchy kind of things. And I'm sensing that is the direction you're supposed to be going in right now. So why did I put that over there? Okay. So with the magician and magic, that really drew my attention there, because I think you sorry guys, I think you guys have a strong knowing that you are spiritual. That was a realization that you had. So you guys have knowing. Like the Fool is about you're not sure, but you think, you believe, blind faith. Thinking with that, all that renewal energy with this, I think you developed a sense of knowing. You developed a sense of knowing that you're spiritual. You developed this fascination with magic. So I'm gonna put that at the top now. So also you have this shell here, which I think really looks magical, which really fits with you guys. I think you guys are really, really different people, and I think you've been told that a couple of times as well. So we have Ace of Pentacles here, and along with that star energy, I think you guys can really make actually make a living out of this. Maybe I think you are a natural manifester. Natural manifestors. I think you have natural manifesting abilities as well, which you also didn't realize. But just think about it. Like, if you have bad thoughts, bad things happen. If you have good thoughts, good things happen. That's just one of the easiest, simple signs that you are a natural manifester. So with the Sun energy, I think you have to get your mindset at a more positive level, especially seeing this Eight of Swords here, because Eight of Swords, it's a mental issue, but it's not like anxiety and depression, although you might think it feels like that, but it's more... That dogs are going crazy. What? Every time I'm busy with a video, some dogs just go crazy. I think I'm gonna do an animal spirit video soon. So with this, it's more a mental thing. So, the Seven of Wands here, I'm sensing that you guys have a strong knowing with that Magician there as well. You have a strong knowing about what you want and what you want to achieve in life. And you will go through the lengths to get it. You'll go through anything to get it because that's what you believe. So, I'm going to just lift that up. This little girl, she went through all these thorns and roses to get that one rose. Her legs are bleeding, her dress is torn, but she just went through it. You guys have strength. You have the ability to stand up. You have so much strength in you. The star. You have that light inside you that shines, and people notices that. People notice that, and people most likely told you that because you're different. You're a really different person. With the Ace of Swords and that Eight of Swords there, I really think you guys... Oh, you have Two of Swords as well. Yeah. So Two of Swords is about balance, okay? I think... Oh, I'm just gonna pause this video for a second, guys. Okay, guys, sorry, because those dogs just don't want to be quiet. So, balance is a really important thing for you guys. So I'm just gonna go with that. If that's a little irritating, guys, I really apologize, but I think that's a sign I need to make an animal spirit video. But yeah, balance is a really big thing for you guys. Giving and receiving. So, you reap what you sow. So, what you put out comes back to you. So, I think maybe doing... You need to release this. Do maybe a fireball ritual. I think that'll be good. Like, write whatever bothers you, all that negative stuff, just write that on a paper. Take the paper, fold it up. You take a candle, put it in a bowl of water or something, and then a smaller bowl on top where you put the candle, just be fire safe. So, then you just take a long tweezer, because otherwise you're going to burn your fingers most definitely. Then you just like burn that paper in the fire. I suggest doing this either on a new moon or a full moon, because that's when the moon phase will really make that more powerful. And then you do that with the intention of releasing what no longer serves you, releasing that bad energy, because I do feel you guys are holding on to a bit of sorrow. There's a lot of sorrow. There's also a lot of mystique, but along with the mystique and stuff, I think you're a really private person as well. You like to hold things in, and that's not always a really good thing to have. So, the Witch's Finger is one of the most powerful crystals. I only have a little one, but it's never the size of the crystal that counts, but it's because you can have like 20 crystals and they can be gigantic, but if you don't charge them and use them, they're not going to have a purpose. So I just like this one because it's quite pocket size. Guys, I just really want to apologize for those dogs because I can't really wait to finish the video because I'm running out of sunlight and I still have one more group to go. So yeah, so intuition is a big thing for you guys as well. I think this Eight of Swords and that Ace of Swords there, I think there's some mental thing you're going through, but it has to do with a phobia. Maybe you are scared to do candle magic spells and stuff. You might be afraid of your gift because you went through this big realization now. You have that sense of knowing that you might be a spiritual person, because I think you most definitely are. But you have this little fear inside of you that it might be wrong, it might be evil. But what I talked about in my talk video, and I'm gonna say this again, why would you be born with a talent and have a natural ability to do something that's evil? Because if God gives you gifts, and you don't necessarily have to believe in God for this to be true, but whatever you choose to believe in, if you are born with those gifts, they were given for you for a divine purpose from the universe, from God, and that means it doesn't have to be evil. Like, think about stuff like killing murdering and animal cruelty. That's not a natural ability. That's people choosing to be that way. People choosing to inflict that on other people. So evil things, that doesn't, like Satanism, that doesn't come naturally. That's something you have to work hard at, something you need to practice, something you need to believe, something you need to choose. Okay? So spirituality is not evil unless you want to go to the evil side, but I don't suggest that at all. That's just stupidity in its purest form. So also with this Six of Pentacles here, I think consider getting yourself some crystals. Get yourself some crystals, maybe some candles. Candles are real cheap, guys. You can get them real cheap. You don't need a specific color. If you want a specific color, you can go for that. But white is universal. You can do anything with a white candle, and even a tea light candle if you don't want to be too suspicious about it. And also just make sure your fire is safe, and with the wand there, I'm thinking you guys need a little bit of support, like something to move energy. So witch's finger is really good, but if you want a crystal wand or something, go for that. If you want a crystal wand, I suggest selenite, because that is the crystal that moves energy the best, if I can say. So think about investing in that, maybe some witch's finger or a selenite wand. And also, I think you guys are really unique in the way you dress, probably, which that kind of expresses your spirituality. But also, with this, either somebody gifted you something, or somebody's gonna gift you something, or you need to gift yourself something. But I sense you guys need a lot of... do a little ritual releasing what doesn't serve you, because I think you need a little releasing ritual. Gain that childlike sense of wonder, and embrace your natural abilities, even if you just realized it. Also, just make sure that you balance everything out, because like I mentioned, I think I mentioned that in a couple of my videos, when you do spiritual work, you're in your head a lot, which means you need to come down to this reality. So it's a good idea to eat something or drink something or ground yourself, because grounding yourself is also coming up a lot here, guys. So ground yourself or something after you've done spiritual work, after you did any kind of ritual magic or anything like that. So yeah, keep shining, guys, because your spiritual ability has a lot to do with your crown chakra. Crown chakras are a lot about intuition and kind of stuff like that, guys. So sun energy and star, you guys are gonna... this is gonna be very beautiful for you guys. Spiritual awakening, because if you had one spiritual awakening, it's not gonna stop. You're gonna keep having spiritual awakenings. So that's all for you, group 3. So we're gonna go to group 4. Hi, group 4. So if you picked pile 4, then this is your reading. You have wisdom with the books and the scroll over there. You also have autumn, the shell over here, and you have some moss agate. And you also have some hidden messages. We'll get into that later. So first I'm going to pull your cards. You have the Tower. You have Ace of Wands. You have Four of Pentacles. You have King of Pentacles. You have Knight of Swords. And you also have Page of Wands. Oh my gosh. So you also have Two of Swords, Four of Swords, and Knight of Cups. So first that I noticed here is the Page of Wands can sometimes talk about a younger person in our lives, which is with all the wand cards, whether it's cups, swords, or pentacles, or wands. Sometimes it can signify a younger person in your life, or it can symbolize that you need to embody more of a younger spirit, which I noticed that you guys have been locking away with these Four of Pentacles here. And you also need to shed what no longer serves you and see the beauty in the small things, which I also got with autumn, like shed the leaves that you don't need. I also gathered that you guys have a little bit of a hermit energy with this shell here. You're very secretive, but you're also very knowledgeable. You're very wise. With the King of Pentacles, I'm seeing that you're very wise, very accomplished, or you're gonna be very wise and very accomplished. And also with the Knight of Swords, I sense that you guys like to rush into things too fast. Then you think, well, this is for me, I want to do this. Then it goes tumbling down and you lock it away. So be mindful of what you want to do to be successful, because I get a really strong sense that you like rushing into stuff too fast. Also with the Tower, this is about foundations collapsing, things collapsing that no longer serves you. Again, shed energy that no longer serves you. So you also have 2 of Swords and 4 of Swords here. So with this, I'm thinking that you need to make some important decisions in your life, because things are being delayed, and since you're a person that likes rushing into things, when the delay stops, you just want to rush. Take things slow, take some time, go into hermit mode a little bit, guys. It's really important for you guys. So also, I think you need some solitude, you need to heal, and you need a little recuperation. So also, meditation's coming up a lot for you guys, which makes sense with rushing into. You like saying things that pop in your mind, no filter. You just like to say things the way they are, which I'm getting, being a throat chakra person with your spiritual gifts, your spiritual gift is being able to speak. You channel messages, but you don't filter them out, you just say it directly. So with everything you feel, if you feel bad energy, you spew bad stuff out of your mouth, which isn't always a good thing, because whatever you think, say, or do manifests your reality, which can be why we have a little bit of sword energy here. Like I say, meditate a little bit, because meditation would be a really good way to get into your spirituality, getting out of your mind and into your body. Because ground yourself, meditate, be one with nature, and stop rushing into stuff. Take your time with things. Give things a little bit of a chance, you know, like I almost want to say, like, don't stop something before you finish it, because I think you guys have the tendency to do that. If it no longer serves you, it will collapse, but you're making a lot of things collapse in the same words there, in the same sense. So also with the Knight of Cups here, I'm also, you're really poetry there we go. You're a throat chakra person. You're really good with your words. You're really artistic with your words. You might be a really good writer, I'm actually seeing for you guys. A really good writer or public figure, public speaker, singer, actor, YouTube figure, anything involving speaking, you guys will be really good at. Personally, I'm not a throat chakra person. I am a heart chakra and a third eye chakra person. And it is also normal to function from more than one chakras at a time. You normally have only one dominant chakra, but some people have more than one dominant chakra. I have 2 dominant chakras. Also, if you're wondering about this, you can go check out Stargirl, the Practical Witch, which I mentioned in my previous talk video. She's really, really good. She did this video. It was really, really interesting. She did this little test that you can do to figure out which is your most dominant chakras. And like we all have all the chakras, so we have all the abilities of all the chakras, but having one that's more dominant, that also tune in with your personality a lot. So with your personality, I'm thinking you like learning, you're a wise person. You like obtaining knowledge. You like talking about topics that you find interesting, and you can talk about it for hours. You can only talk about nothing for hours. So that being said, I'm going to pull you guys hidden messages. You have the World, you have Six of Cups, and you have the Queen of Pentacles there. So what I also noticed here, guys, with that World energy, you're really connected to things. You like knowing more about stuff. You're probably into ancient stuff as well. And with the World energy also, I'm sensing you need to spend some time in nature, meditate a little bit, and yeah, unfinished business. That's exactly what I said. You like to rush into stuff, but you don't finish it. You actually have some unfinished business. So I think you need a little self-realization as well. I think you guys need to figure out what it is you really want. Okay, guys, so with the Queen of Pentacles that you have here, I think along with that King of Pentacles, because you have the King and the Queen of Pentacles, so you are a really successful person. Like, I get that high, classy vibes of you guys. And if you're not like that, I think you find materialistic things very important to you. And you like material things. I'm talking like clothes, shoes, money, cars. You know, you're not that into relationships and spirituality in the first place, because you're a really person that likes materialistic things. You like wisdom, you like solid things. So you like solid things. You don't like that woo-woo, magic, candles, intuition, bullshit. You like wisdom, knowledge. You like things you can see, touch, and feel is more your thing. So what I also sensed about this Six of Cups, along with this Page of Wands, you need to remain with that childlike sense of wonder. You need to... Sometimes things need to break before they can be rebuilt. Sometimes things have to get worse before they can get better. And with the situation of the world right now, I think you guys being throat chakra person, like, this video is also timeless, but being a throat chakra person, you feel really not yourself with this. And liking materialistic things, you feel really like you're put in this space where you can't have that many materialistic things. And what I'm getting from this message, you're not actually very a spiritual person. This is about spiritual gifts, right? So your spiritual gift is talking, your voice, hearing. You speak too much. I'm sensing you need to quiet down, meditate, and listen. Start listening, because since you have a natural psychic ability, but you're rushing too many things here. There's too much going on for you to focus on that. You need to sit your ass down and meditate. Ground yourself, get in touch with nature, and you'll realize that, because I'm sensing when you were a kid you had spiritual abilities, but then you just talked and didn't stop, and you decided to be more logic. You liked physical things because you didn't like things that you can't explain. But meditation doesn't need to necessarily have to be, you don't have to tap into your spiritual gifts. You don't. You can keep things the way it are, but meditation will be a really good idea for you guys. Meditation and maybe doing some research about certain things will be a good idea for you. But you need to go into hermit mode a little bit. You need to come to realization that sometimes you can't control things. Sometimes things can't be explained, and sometimes you just need to stop and just breathe. But also, if you're busy with something really important, consider finishing that, because there's some missed opportunity here, because you like to start shit, but you don't like to finish it. I'm getting that vibe of you guys. So, you are spiritual. but you don't want to accept that you are. And you don't have to, but I just want to say this. If you're a spiritual person and you run away from that and try to suppress it, sometimes it bites you in the ass and you get a lot of bad karma. Things seem like they're never going right for you. Tower, yeah. So things seem like they're always falling apart. So then you try new stuff, you rush into new stuff, but you never complete it, you lock things away. Because if you run from spirituality, it tends to bite you in the ass a bit. Because if this is your life's purpose, being a spiritual being, because you are a spiritual being having a human experience, but if you're in tune to spirituality and you have psychic abilities, then most likely running away from that is not the best option. Because I'm sensing you're naturally gifted. But again, throat chakra, so you are probably naturally gifted at hearing things. You're naturally gifted at hearing things and speaking them. So when a spirit talks to you, you can translate that message directly. Maybe you're not hearing it physically, maybe hearing it in your head. So like you have actually a strong intuition, you really have, but you don't want to tap into that. Sometimes you'll be like there, you're going to be like, well, I just have this feeling that we have to move, and then you move and then something fell where you sat. Something like that. It's a really poor example, but you guys get what I'm saying, because you have a sense of knowing things before they happen, but you speak them. You don't give them any thought. You just do this naturally. You just speak these things and then they actually do happen, like kind of predicting things before they happen. So you guys need to meditate a bit and take things slow, but that is your message group 4. So this is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you resonated. If you didn't, try picking another pile. And if none of these groups resonated, it just means maybe you do not have a very strong psychic ability. Sometimes everybody has psychic abilities, but a lot of people don't develop their psychic abilities. So if you guys like this video, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and put that in the comments if you enjoyed this video. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!